Next month in the UK, university begins, and that means for a lot of you coming to med school, it's going to be your first taste of medical university, which is something that you've hopefully had as a goal for years throughout school, and you may be really looking forward to it, which is great to hear. And to help you guys a little bit with that, I thought I'd give you some pieces of advice I've accumulated over my few years so far. Bearing in mind that I'm about to start my third year, so I've only had a couple of years of experience there, but I'd like to think that there are some things I could tell you guys. So if that sounds like a good idea to you, well, let's get into the video. If you don't know who I am, my name's Akshi. I am a third year med student, going into my third year now, at Imperial College. And first year was 2 years ago for me, so that was a very scary time for me because I had A, obviously never tasted university experience before, and B, was dealing with COVID-19 as a pandemic at the time. So these two things weren't great, and the timing wasn't excellent, but I was thrown into university and sort of learned to do a few things. Now, the first tip I'd give you guys is to relax. First year really isn't that important of a year. It's a good chance for you to get used to things. Yes, you have exams, yes, you've got content, and yes, you need to learn things, but there's not as much pressure on you as there is in perhaps third, fourth, fifth, sixth, second year even. First year is really there for you to integrate into the university, to take as much time as you need, and to basically get used to how things work. It's going to be a big jump. Typically, the content itself is actually pretty similar to your A-levels. It's more the lifestyle, the way of teaching, the style of revision that changes a lot. So it just gives you a year to get used to things before second year where you really start to become a medical student. Now, my second tip is to really take things at your own pace. There's this idea at medical school that during Freshers' Fortnight, which is the first 2 weeks of your first year, that you need to find your best friends, that you need to join loads of societies, that you need to feel a part of the med school. This is not true. Everyone works differently, and there will be a lot of pressure on you. There's so much to do that you might not have enough time to make friends immediately. And that's fine. Everyone takes their own time. For me, it took me nearly a year to really find a group of people who I was friends with and to really feel a part of the university. For some people, they'll do it in a day. You know, it takes various people various amounts of time to do this. Now, obviously for me, this was partially a result of COVID-19. I was stuck in my bedroom for the entire year. And so for you guys, it should be a lot easier because you'll be at university, speaking to people, meeting people, having lectures with others, and it'll just make things a lot easier for you. But if you still haven't found friends by the end of your first 2 weeks, that's not a problem, and you really shouldn't stress about it. Don't worry about trying to do things really quickly and being in a good position quickly and, you know, just feeling like a medical student too early. Take your time and do things at your own pace. That's what this first year really is for. So if you are worried about it, please don't worry about it. Plus, there are loads of us around who are more than happy to help you out. For example, if you come into Imperial, you see me around campus, you're more than welcome to come and say hello. I'm more than happy to chat. In the same way, you'll have friends in upper years who are also going to be there for you. Do use your contacts. They're going to be really important, and these people are going to be there for you no matter what. So please also make sure to use any contacts you have. And I'd also say, rather more boringly, be responsible and get organized quickly. The academic side of things will pile up quickly, and you'll soon realize how much more of a workload you have. Now, I did say earlier that the content isn't too hard. Yes, the standard of the content isn't hard. It's pretty similar to A-level actually, because they want to make sure that everyone's on the same playing field, so it's likely a lot of the content you'll have come across at your school before. But there's just a lot of this work, and probably a lot more than you did in your A-levels. Which means that if you're not staying a little bit organized, at least, you're probably going to get lost behind very quickly. So there's no pressure on you to do 5 lectures a day from the first day. You don't even need to do a single lecture in the first week. But you should be doing a little bit each day, alongside, you know, exploring, meeting friends. Just try and make sure that you're doing at least half a lecture a day, or a lecture a day, or maybe 2 lectures a week, or something like that. Adjust it to however much work you're getting, and don't leave everything for the last minute, because if you leave it for the Easter holidays, it's going to get really dark very quickly. So please try and do a little bit each day, even if it's Anki, whether it's lecture watching, whether it's notes reading, whatever it is. Just try and make sure that you're doing a little bit each day to take the pressure off come exam time. And that will make life a lot easier. Believe me, it's just coming from someone who didn't really do this much and struggled a lot in the Easter holidays. It makes life so much easier. And I think that's all the basics that you need for your first year. At least the first few weeks of first year, that's all you need really. Believe me when I say it's the most relaxed 2 weeks you'll have at medical school. It's all about you getting comfortable, take time to do things however you want to do it, and make sure you're not rushing into anything. Because university is going to be difficult, it'll be a different experience for everyone. So if you are struggling, if you're finding things difficult, chat to people, reach out. Everyone's looking out for you. If you want to reach out to me, you're more than welcome to. My Instagram's here, so if you've got any problems throughout the year, you're more than welcome to just drop me a line. And yeah, I hope that's made things a little bit easier, and those are some things that maybe you could take into your first year. If you enjoyed the video, maybe subscribe. We're about 100 subs away from 1k, which is really cool, and I'm looking forward to reaching that soon. So yeah, thanks very much for watching everyone, and I'll see you all in the next video.